Hey guys, it's Lizzie here. Today I'm going to show you how I create this full coverage and very dewy looking base which is perfect for dry skin. So if you want to know how to recreate this look, then just keep watching. Thank you. So my skin on the whole is very dry, as well as having quite bad acne at times. So as you can see at the moment, I have some cystic acne and then just general redness all over my skin, as well as lots of scars and things on my cheek and my jaw. But I also get very flaky dry skin. About once a month for maybe 3 or 4 days or so, it's so dry in this sort of chin and around my nose area that it gets really sore and really red and very thin, and it's really uncomfortable. So during those times I don't wear any makeup at all because I don't have to be putting brushes on my skin and I want to just sort of leave it be. But the rest of the time I've sort of come up with a routine that helps me to have a good level of coverage on my skin, but not drawing too much attention to the sort of dry areas and the different textures and things like that. So as you can see right now, my skin is very shiny. I've just applied this really thick moisturiser from Nivea. It's called Nivea Creme, and I apply that straight after the shower all over so that it's almost like pure white on my skin. I've also applied some of this Moroccan Rose lip balm, and it's absolutely fantastic. I put it on last night for the first time, and my lips felt really soft. They were sort of flaky and dry as well, and I've just reapplied some this morning too. I like to do that before my makeup so it has a chance to sink in by the time I finish my makeup and put my lipstick on. So the first product I like to use when I want a really radiant, glowy sort of foundation is this product by Lush, and it's called Feeling Younger. It's basically a really shiny, hydrating, almost metallic looking moisturiser. It sort of has a gold reflex to it. So I like to put that on my cheeks and my forehead and down my nose. Sort of just leaving out the chin area because there's the most amount of texture there. I don't really need to make that bit more shiny. I'm going to draw this down my cheeks though. Okay, so I've put that absolutely everywhere except for my chin, just because, like I said before, I don't want to draw more attention to that area. Now the next product I like to use when my skin is feeling really dry is this Complexion Rescue by Bare Minerals. I use the palest shade, which is number 1 Opal, and it's a hydrating gel. So I just dot it around my skin, and it adds a very light layer of coverage, and I find that it's the most hydrating primer that I've used. It's also SPF 30, so it adds a nice layer of sun protection to your skin. So next I like to colour correct my skin, so for that I'm going to use this green concealer from Kiko. Just run that on my chin and then around my nose. Then I'm just going to pat that into the skin. So we want to keep that in the area where we apply it. We don't want to be swiping it back and forth. Then for my foundation, I'm going to use a mixture of these two. So this is Lasting Perfection by Complexion, and these are the shade adjusting drops by The Body Shop in their lightest shade, just to lift the colour a little bit. So mix those together on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dot it all over my skin, and then I'll buff it in. And when you have dry skin, buffing products in can sort of lift the flaky skin, making your skin look worse. So I pat it over the areas where I have really dry skin, which is my chin, and I can buff it in on the areas where my skin is less dry. If you're going to be using a more traditional foundation brush shape, then make sure to swipe the product downwards and not upwards, because then again that will lift the flakes of skin as well as hair. So pat over this area, buff into the other areas. So it's all about really treating your face as not just one size fits all approach to the whole area. You want to apply products differently in different areas depending on how your skin is. So there'll be areas that need more coverage, say, and you can just add it specifically to there, or there's areas where you just have dry skin or red skin, and it's not necessarily your whole face. I know we spend a lot of time just concentrating on the areas that we don't like, and I think we over-exaggerate those sort of problems. Like, it's so easy for me to look at my face and be like, oh, I've got loads of acne, but actually 50% of my face doesn't have any acne or really any spots ever, but I don't always see that. Now I'm going to be using two different concealers today. So this is a highlighting pen by Estee Lauder, and this is by Complexion again, it's their Lasting Perfection Concealer. So I'm going to use that on the areas of redness and acne because it's nice and matte. I'm going to use the highlighting pen under my eyes and on the tops of my cheeks. So we'll start with that one. So when it comes to concealer, if you don't want to buy two, I would say get the matte one, because you can't put this one on spots so much because it will really highlight them, whereas you can put the matte one under your eyes, it just will look not as glowy, but that's fine. Now I just like to pat that in again. I don't want to swipe, I don't want to move the product to other places. I want to keep it where I've applied it. And I'm going to use the same brush and just pat in the product for my acne. Now when you have dry skin, it's very important that when you powder your face that you very particular about where you put the powder, because you might not necessarily want it everywhere again. So I like to just make sure there's no creases in my concealer, and then I lightly layer on some powder around my eyes. So I use a really small brush for this because I don't want the powder going everywhere. Now I find if I don't set around my eyes, any mascara that I wear transfers down to underneath because of the oils in the makeup. The powder I'm using is called Brilliance and it's by Lush. And then another area I like to powder is my chin. Because of all the texture from the acne, I don't want that area to be really shiny. And then also the sides of my nose. I'm also going to powder my cheeks, but working from the bottom upwards. The next thing I'm going to do is add some nice radiance to my skin. I'm going to use this bronzer from the Body Shop, and it's a bit battered, the lid fell off and things. Well, I still have it, but it's not attached. It's in the lightest shade and it's called Warm Glow. I'm just going to apply it over my cheeks. Because it's nice and shimmery, it just sort of adds a nice sheen to the skin and stops it looking so matte and flat, which when you have dry skin, you tend to not want your skin to continue looking so dry. Now I'm just going to highlight my skin using this pink shade from the Sleek's highlighting palette. I'm going to take that on the same small fluffy brush that I used to set my face with. I'm just going to run that on the tops of my cheeks and slightly curve it round, and then buff it in. Again, that adds a nice shine to the skin. I'm going to add a bit on my cupid's bow. And then with a smaller brush, I'm going to add some into the corners of my eyes. And then my final step for having a really glowy, dewy base for quite dry skin is to apply Max Fix Plus. Mine's a bit broken, but I'm still okay. Just the pump's a bit cack. So there we go, just leave that to settle onto the skin. And I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back. So there we go guys, that's the makeup look complete. So I hope you found this video quite helpful if you do have dry skin and you want a sort of base routine that's very full coverage but won't make your skin look more dry or add to the problem. If you have any questions at all, just comment them below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you have found this video helpful, then please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching and showing your support, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, bye bye.